Hello, Haciendo La Puente. This is Ricardo, one of your tech tosas, and today I'm going to show you something that is really going to, I think, provide incentives for our students as they are trying to complete our modules in Canvas. So you have the ability in Canvas to have the students earn badges as they complete assignments. The only requirement is that you have modules in your Canvas, which I'm sure most of us do. And once you have set it up, it takes a little bit of setup, and it's not an easy thing to do, but I think if we do it step by step, we'll be fine. So notice in this particular class, I can go to my Canvas navigation module and I can assign a badge to that class. So when my students complete the entire module, they get a badge that shows up on their Canvas course. So the kids definitely love to earn these ones. So I'm going to show you how to set this up. And again, it's going to take a couple of steps to do this. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to your courses and go to your dashboard, okay? And I'm going to do it in a course that I have not set this up yet. You want to go to that course. You want to go to settings, okay? You want to go to apps. I'm already there by default. And you want to look for Badger, because you want to set it up first, okay? When you look for it, you're gonna have a lot of different options. You are obviously looking for the one that says US. Don't use the United States, use the US one. So I'm going to click on it, okay? And if you added an app before, you know exactly how this works, right? You want to add the app, okay? And it's going to ask you obviously for the consumer key and the share secret, okay? So what you can do now that you have that, you can go to, and let me kind of log out of here. You can go to Badger, okay? It's just badger.com. You could have gotten there from the other site. And you want to create an account if you've never created one, okay? And when you create the account, obviously you have to say US, okay? Agree. Save and continue, okay? And what I will really recommend is that you sign in or create the account with your Microsoft credentials, because this is what you use in Canvas, okay? So I have already created one. I'm just gonna click Microsoft and we'll create it, but I'm going to sign in instead of create an account, okay? So I'm going to just go Microsoft, and it's going to know who I am already. So I do recommend that you do that, okay? Now, you're not gonna have anything in here yet, okay? So the first thing that you want to do though is you want to go to your initials and you wanna do app integration. Okay, and you have a couple of options right here. The Canvas LTI, I already have one set up, okay? So let me do a new one, okay? Because this is for a different course. So let me do a new one. It's going to give you your consumer key, which I'm just going to copy, right? And take it to my Canvas. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that right now really quick. So let's go ahead and take it here and throw it in. Okay, and that should put that in there, and then let's go ahead and take the share secret too. So copy, okay, and then let's go back and copy it in there. Okay, so now I'm creating a new integration between the two, kind of like you've done with Flipgrid if you've done that, okay? I'm going to add, and notice that it's going to say that it was added there, okay? So now I have it set up. If I was to refresh, you will see that a badges item on course navigation shows up now, okay? So just to give you an idea, okay? And just so you can see, okay, I've done it. If I go back to my app integrations, you'll see that it's there now because I've added two now, the one that I just added right now, okay? Just so you know that that's there, okay? So now that I've done that, what I want to do is I want to click on badges, okay? And the first thing that it's gonna ask for my issuers, okay? So I've already created an account in badges for an issuer, but you can do that very, very easily, okay? And come in here to badges, sorry, let me go back, okay? And then what you do is you can do issuer, okay? You can create a new one, okay? And I'm going to call this one, maybe I'll call it Ricardo Elementary, okay? It asks for a website. I usually just put the website for Canvas. That's all I do basically. Okay, so I'm just gonna go back and then take that website. I guess you could put any other website, but I'm just going to put that one. Okay, you might want to put the whole thing if you wanted to. Maybe that may make a difference, but I'm just gonna take the whole thing. Okay, I'm just gonna throw it in there. You could have put something else, okay? And you want to make sure that your email matches, right? HOPUSD, and then you can say badges for my elementary course. Okay, create issuer. Okay, oh, and I have to say that I agree. Create. Okay, and now you're gonna see that there's no badges yet here yet. Okay, so now you have a couple of options. Okay, you can create a badge, and you can just upload it if you wanted to. Okay, and then the way I've done it is I just created it using a template that I'm going to provide for you, and I use that template, and in there I use my emoji to put it in there. Okay, so if I wanted to basically create a different one, just to give you an idea, I can just go to my emoji extension, and I'm gonna say you did it, right? I like this one. I'm going to copy the image and I'm going to paste it. Okay, and it's kind of big obviously, but I'm just going to make it smaller so it fits. Okay, let's make it a little bit smaller. You don't have to do this. I'm just showing you if you wanted to create your own ones on Google, you could do this. Okay, but you don't have to do this. Okay, so it's there. So now I want to save it. I want to download it as a PNG or a JPEG, and I'm going to put it on my desktop. Okay, because we need to have a picture. Okay, so I'm going to call it trophy. Okay, and just save it on my desktop. Okay, so now that I have it, I can come in here and I can call it trophy. Okay, and I can come and look for it, and it's the one that I want. It's this one. Okay, it's right there. I can give a summary. I don't have to. Okay, and it asks for a criteria URL. I would just put the same one that we did before. Remember from your class? I would just take the same one. I'm not sure why it asked for that, but I would just take the same website. Or you can just put any website really, I think, but I'm just gonna take that and throw it in there. Okay, and I'm gonna say create badge. Oh, summary. Okay, completed module. Okay, and then you don't have to do this. Okay, you can do it from Canvas, but I just wanted to show you that I created it, right? So let's go back to Canvas now. Okay, let's refresh. Okay, I should have two different issuers now, right? The elementary one and then Ricardo. You can just have one and keep throwing your badges in there. I just wanted to show you how to create that issuer. Okay, so I'm going to select this one, but you could just have one again. Okay, and notice what it did. Now that it knows it has type badgers with Canvas, I have all of my different assignments right here, all of my different modules. Okay, and I can go and say I want to attach a badge to it. And I can go ahead and attach the badge to this one, okay? If I wanted to do it that way, and when my kids finish their assignment, they earn that badge that becomes part of their Canvas course, okay? I wanna show you something else that you can do. If you don't wanna do it this way, okay? What you can do, and it's taking a while to load, but I will do it right now. You can also just create the badge right here. So for this particular module, I want to go in there and I don't want to use a badge that I created on my Badger account. I can create a new badge. Okay, and over here I can just upload a picture if I have it done already and give it a name and description and criteria. You can do that, but I can use the use badge studio in here and I can say I want to use this one. Okay, that works for me. Okay, and then for graphics, maybe I want to use this one. There it is. Okay. And then now, if I wanted to add something else, I could, okay? But now let's go ahead and save it. And remember that it's going to ask you for a badge name, a description, and also a criteria, okay? So let's go ahead and create it. So there it is now, okay? So I didn't have to go into Badger and create it and use Google drawings. I was able to do it from here. So for this module, if I wanted to create one, instead of having to do it from over there, notice how it saves it too, okay? I can just create a new badge from inside of Canvas and use the badge studio. So this gives you an idea of how to use badges and how to award our students when they finish modules. It really will give incentives for our students that are working from home to try and win those different badges, right? And maybe you can add some kind of reward at the end. There's one more thing that I should have added. When you're in badges, you also have the ability now that after you have assigned those badges to each module, and when the kids are completing them, you can see their progress right here, okay? as they are going through each of the different modules and what they're completing. You can also turn on a leaderboard too if you wanted to kind of have a competition between the kids. And finally, you do have some analytics in here too. If you have any questions, please contact any of your tech toasters. Have a great day.